Yeah, I mean it's disappointing for sure, but 6-5, you don't really expect to get in there. It was nice to have a chance today. Made our game mean something, but just too many losses. Yeah, I mean I'm happy with the team for sure. We've had a pretty good year. It was good for us to get here, and this will make us a better team because of it. We didn't play bad this week. The guys I don't know where we ended up percentages, but I think we're one of the top teams. We played pretty good. We just missed some key shots, some skips made. We lost on 3 really good shots, 1 basically impossible shots. Otherwise we're still playing. So it's disappointing, but I'm sure we can take some positive experiences from it.
Well, anytime you put your fate in someone else's hands, lots of times it works out, sometimes it doesn't, and this was definitely just didn't play our best this week, and oh well, what can you do? We had a pretty good game today. It looked like we were just starting to play good. So yeah, a couple of great shots by other skips, and a couple. I know Kevin wasn't at his best when he was sick the first couple of games, and just one of those Briers where a lot of things went against us, but no excuses. We're not going to whine and complain. There's certainly room for our team to improve, and that's what we're going to focus on going forward.
Pretty high. They obviously didn't want to drop into tiebreakers against a couple of pretty good teams in Quebec and Alberta, and I forget who else was in the mix there. I guess it would have been BC if they beat us. Obviously would have been the mix too. So yeah, to avoid that and have a guaranteed spot in the playoffs feels great.
Get in by trial by fire. Does that help you going forward?
Yeah, for sure. They definitely pushed us all the way. If I wouldn't have played my A game, we didn't have a hope. So yeah, it was good to get pushed as well. We played hard all week to get ourselves in that position and not have to worry about other sheets. And got a little break from Newfoundland beating Quebec last night, so we wouldn't have to play tiebreaker if we wanted. So yeah, it was great knowing that we had control over it. I think a lot. The motivation probably started 11 months ago more than just recently too, because it was motivation to train that much harder and work on every aspect of our game to be that much better and more prepared for this year.
Yeah, we felt we played really well, especially at the end of the week. If only we had kind of one game sooner and played a little bit better, but we had some tough breaks. Against Goucher, I felt like we could have been on some other close games that we had that we really thought we could have had, so we could have easily been in the playoffs, maybe even in the 1-2 game if we're sharper at the beginning of the week, but just wasn't our week, but we learned a lot. Yeah, our fan support was awesome. We had a lot of family out here, a lot of friends and supporters that have supported us since we've been in Little Rock, so that was amazing to have that support. And we looked up in our corner and we always had that sea of red for us, and that was really cool to have. And we're really hoping that we can get to the Brier in Ottawa next year, because the support's going to be amazing. We've got 2 guys from Ottawa and our coach too, so that would be really really great for those guys.
We have a direct berth to provincials. I imagine there'll be this year. There's only 6 teams. I think next year, now that PEI is not in the pre-qualifier, you might see a few more of them jump up there and try to take their spot in the Brier. But no, that's good. Like obviously, I felt like we played good this week. I didn't have to worry about the pre-qualifier and think about it. We got through it, and now at least, again, we didn't finish with a win record. We didn't make the playoffs, which was definitely our goal coming in. But we finished with 3 wins and made sure that PEI is not in that pre-qualifier next year.
Yeah.
Now that the round robin's done, we get a chance to, like I said, self-evaluate, reflect, and kind of figure out what do we need to do, what's Jacobs and Goucher and Laycock, and then what are they doing that's just a little bit better than what we did this week, and how can we tighten the gap and even make a gap in the other way so we're the better team at the end of it. Like I think coming in, this is probably where most of us expected. I kind of envisioned 8-3, 7-4, kind of sneaking in, looking at the playoff spot, and then figured if we get a hot skipper, maybe we had a chance. But like I said, I just wasn't quite good enough in the middle, and ultimately we finished 5-6, so we're just out of it.